So, welcome back to another episode of Nisemonogatari. So, in the previous episode, we started the Karen B arc, and it feels like this season is going to be more so focused on the sisters, and I'm down for that because I was always wondering what the sibling dynamic was going to be and the family dynamic was going to be between all of those three, because we only saw the sisters when they were like fighting with Araragi and trying to wake him up and stuff like that in the previous in Bakemonogatari specifically, and now let's see how it actually ends up going down. So we saw a lot of dialogue between, well, the younger sister, whose name I don't remember. The older one is Karen, which is gonna be this arc's center, center of this arc, right? Because it is Karen B. I don't remember the name of the younger one. I'm sure we'll hear it soon. But yeah, and then we saw some really witty dialogue between the two. It was really cool. And then we saw some great dialogue between Hachikuji and Araragi as well. Some really cool stuff. Like the entire part of buying love for 298 yen is very hyper specific. I don't know if it's a reference to anything or if like it's supposed to mean, like that number is supposed to mean anything specific, but it just, the way that it was said so explicitly is, I feel like it's one of those things where it just stands out so much, because like, why did you go into so much detail? But fair enough. And then there was also the dialogue about how oddities usually stay in the background as long as you don't acknowledge them, but once you start acknowledging them, that's when you start noticing them the way that Araragi does, right? Which makes sense. Like, people are always gonna have problems, but a lot of the times you're not gonna deep into those, but once you do, you can start uncovering some gnarly, nasty stuff, right? Makes sense. But also, there was an Ava reference that you guys did say. It's the reference to Rei in episode 6 when she said, "I'll protect you," which is still a weird scene. It's Rei is actually, and anyways, I'm not gonna spoil anything in case you haven't seen Evangelion yet, but either way, yeah, oh yeah, and also we saw the entire scene with Senjogahara keeping Araragi hostage at the beginning of the episode, but I think it's supposed to happen at the end of this current day that we're in. So I still don't know how it came to be. I guess we'll see as we watch. But anyways, if you want to watch this Uncut and Unblurred, it's gonna be on my Patreon, which is down in the description. And without further ado, let's go into Nisemonogatari episode 2. Karen! 3rd year middle school, okay. End of June, okay. 15. Damn! So kind of like Sengoku? Tsukihi. Okay, that's the name. April, okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. That's cool. That's so badass. Okay. So it feels like this is gonna be important for this arc, not just about Karen, but also about Tsukihi. How I'm gonna need to note that down in my head. I feel like I can do it. I don't need to write it down just yet. So Tsukihi is supposed to be like, Karen is obviously a lot more upfront with her feelings. She's a lot more, she is how she appears to be, right? She's not like superficial. She doesn't keep up like any kind of image or charade or facade. She is just very tomboyish, very strong, very forward, and like I feel like she's very confident, which is cool. Okay. And Tsukihi, on the other hand, she seems like she could be like this more calm, more reasonable, more not confident, but like maybe a bit more girlish type of character. But actually she is very she's a bit different than that, right? She can still cause a lot of mischief, and she can misbehave a bit more. Okay, interesting. And she can have attacks of like almost something that seems almost like hysteria, which is interesting. Okay. Another thing is that's not completely related to this is you guys did say that the director did change for, I don't know if it's for all seasons from here on out. So I don't know if this is the same director that did Kizumonogatari or not. I'm not sure because Kizumonogatari obviously aired after this, right? Right? Yeah. Because it was 2016-17. So yeah, you guys did say that the director did change, which kind of makes sense. I feel like, I don't know, some of the shots were different in the previous episode, but I don't know if that's just because of the content of the arc or if it's because of the director changes. Because obviously it seemed like the shots were very much more focused on some other areas, I would say, than in the previous arc, in Bakemonogatari specifically, right? They're cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Puberty. Nisemono? Locked in. Oh, this sounds like a banger. Ooh. Trumpets? This is so sick. B. Fire Sisters. Marshmallow Justice. B. B. I wonder how this is gonna be connected to a B, because B makes me think of like a butterfly sting like a bee. Whoa. Karen B part 2. Also, they die once they sting something, right? Or they grow very, very weak and eventually die. Nadeko. We're picking it straight up. The hair, that's cute. She's so adorable. Why is she so tsundere? Dude. Oh, that's cool. That was a cool shot. Mm. Interesting. She seems like she likes everything locked. Nadeko, Nadeko. Interesting. Oh, okay. I didn't know what it is. Simon says.
もやったことがないから詳しくは知らないけれど、戦国、王様ゲームって多分2人でやるような遊びじゃねえだろ。
なんで？なでこは別にどっちも平気だよ。命令するのもされるのも。
まあ、王様ゲームはやめておこう。
じゃあ人生ゲームしようか、暦お兄ちゃん。
Oh, that's fun.
人生ゲームか。
I haven't played it, but I've seen it a lot. It looks fun.
人生の言うことは絶対。
あ、そうだ。それこそ昔、僕ん家で一緒にやったことがあるんじゃないか。
覚えてるよ。
そっか。
そもそも忘れたことがない。
暦お兄ちゃんは戦国の体を見てもいやらしい気持ちになったりはしない。僕が紳士でよかったな、戦国。戦国、最
W.
近なんか変わったことないか？
どういう意味かな。
いや、この間みたいなことはないかって。
なでこは別に。
そっか。
でも相変わらず変なおまじないは流行ってるみたいだけれど。
戦国の学校でか？
そうだけど、うちの学校だけじゃなくて中学生の間全般で、多分ララちゃんたちが今なんかしてる。
なんかしてる？
こないだララちゃんにこないだのヘビの話を聞かれたし、まさか本当のことを話すわけにはいかないから中途半端な感じになっちゃったけど、でも人の手とか借りていろいろ調べてたみたい。
つまり例のおまじない関係ってことだよな。でもそもそもあれって正確に言えば呪いとしてはガセみたいなもんなんだろう。
I don't think
戦
so.
国の場合はむしろ戦国の大将がまずかったってだけで。
怪異が本当に正真正銘あそこまでの形で実現したのなんてなでこの場合だけだと思うよ。多分だけど。
だったら
でも別にララちゃんたちはおまじないの結果を問題視しているわけじゃないんだ。ララちゃんたちは怪異とかそんなのは多分そもそも信じてさえないと思う。
まあそうだろうな。
むしろそんなガセみたいないかがわしいおまじないが横行していること自体を問題視しているみたいで、誰がそんなものを流行らせているのかを突き止めるんだって。
誰かが流行らそうとしたわけじゃないだろうし、突き止めたところで広がったおまじないはもうそいつの責任ってわけじゃないだろう。
そこがララちゃんっていうかファイヤーシスターズらしいところなんだけれど、ララちゃんたちは誰かが目的を持っておまじないを流行らせたんだと決めてかかってるみたいなんだよね。
らしいっちゃらしいな。まったくこれやっぱりカレンとちゃんと話をしておく必要があるかもしれないな。別に放っておいても良さそうだが、その案件には戦国なでこという実例が含まれているだけにデリケートだ。
暦お兄ちゃん。
なんでもない。大丈夫だよ戦国。それとなんつうか戦国、お前ってその方がいいよな。いやだから前髪
Okay, nice.
外でも
Good clarification.
だって恥ずかしいし。でも暦お兄ちゃんがそうしろって言うなら。
She's so whipped.
頑張るのはいいことだ。ところで人生ゲームもそろそろ終わりそうだ。
Really? It's that fast?
戦国、この後は何をする？
ツイスターゲーム。
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do.
どんなゲーム
What?
か教えてくれよ。
教えてあげる。その体に。
Ha! Wait. What's with that look?
楽しみだな。あの後、戦国のお母さんが急に帰ってきた。
Saved by...
暦お兄ちゃんのことは秘密だったから。怒られる。こんな格好して変態だと思われる。
どうしてだろう。なんだかお母さんの職場でトラブルがあったおかげで、僕の男の子として大切な何かが
Yes!
救われたような。
Yes! She definitely saved you. I was gonna say, saved by the bell.
本当は明日の予定だったけど、まあいっか。
カンバル駿河だ。カンバル駿河。主な武器は加速装置だ。
Accelerator.
サイボーグだったのか？
その声とツッコミは荒木先輩だな。
そうだけど、カンバル、お前今家だよな。
そうだ。ああ、ちょっと待ってくれ。
So interesting about Nadeko. So, because it definitely seems like her entire oddity, like the Nadeko snake, was not completely taken care of, right? It seemed like it was one of those things that was kind of like brushed off and was like, yeah, Nadeko is out of immediate danger, so let's move on, right? It didn't seem like she overcame anything with that snake thingy. Because I did say before that it seems like with oddities, to completely get rid of it, you need to overcome whatever's binding that oddity to you, right? You need to personally overcome it or like challenge it or in some way, shape, or form take on that insecurity that's been eating away at you, right? But with Nadeko, it seemed like it was just kind of brushed off and put onto someone else, and we brush it off. And it's kind of like similar to how I feel about the Hanekawa cat oddity, right? Which has not been overcome; it's just been suppressed, right? So it's still lying in wait for the next moment to pounce out of Hanekawa's body, right? It's not something that we got rid of; it's something that we prolonged, and it kind of feels similar to Nadeko. So I feel like we're gonna be seeing more of Nadeko in the future when it comes to like her snake oddity and stuff like that. At least maybe not directly to her, but maybe to other people, because it seemed like it went to those people who cursed her and stuff like that. But it still feels like, yeah, Nadeko definitely has something going on. You can see how paranoid she is with like, I don't know if it's paranoia or if it's just her wanting to keep Araragi locked inside, right? I don't know if she's trying to keep the house safe from the outside or if she's trying to keep Araragi in, because she was locking a bunch of things. She was locking the front door like twice, and also she had a lock. I don't know if that lock that she had, electronic lock, was for her closet or for her bedroom, but either or, it seems like she likes to lock things a lot. So I wonder what that's gonna end up meaning. That's a really interesting, an interesting quirk.
荒木先輩、すぐに裸になるから。なんでだよ。何を言っているのだ、荒木先輩。電話でとはいえ、荒木先輩と言葉を交わすのだぞ。ならば裸になるのが礼儀というものだ。こっちが叱るべき常識をわきまえていないみたいな言い方をするんじゃねえ。そして断るごとに機会を見つけて脱ごうとするな。甘いな。どうやら荒木先輩は私のスピードを軽く見ているようだ。すでに私は全裸であるぞ。であるぞって。いよいよお前の変態度合いが僕の手に触れなくなってきたな。頑張る。おやおや。私の家でここは私の部屋だぞ。私がたとえどんな格好でいようと、それは私。
I'm fine with that, Kambaru. You don't need to announce it though.
家の外でマッパになったわけでもないのに、せめて悪かった。
いや、分かってもらえればいいのだ。
Yo.
いくら開放感ある格好が好きな私でも、外でマッパになることなどたまにしかない。
Occasionally?
それも銭湯。あとはバスケットボール部で。もう騙されねえぞ。合宿の時の風呂でとか言うんだろ。惜しい。合宿というところまでは正解だ。1年の夏、私の主催で行った全裸合宿という企画があってな。廃部になれ。荒木先輩、どうした？
Dude, this dialogue is so good.
決まっているだろ。こんなたわごとを信じるなんて、もしや本当に荒木先輩の方が私よりいやらしいのではないか？
I mean,
なんだと？どうした、カンバル？
うっかり部屋の襖を閉め忘れていて。
oh, serves you right. That hurts. That hurts.
そりゃ手塩にかけて育てた孫娘がマッパで電話してたらな。
私はもうおしまいだ。これから私はどんな顔をしておばあちゃんと話せばよいのだ。
あのさ、カンバル、ショック受けてるとこ悪いけど、ちょっと今日予定外に受験勉強のスケジュールが空いちゃってさ。本当は明日の約束だったお前の部屋の片付け、今日やっちゃっていいか？
ああ、もちろん構わないぞ。日付の都合はいくらでも荒木先輩に合わせよう。
それじゃあすぐ行く。
Here he goes. Oh, Karen. Karen. Nice. Oh.
兄ちゃんか？敵かと思った。
敵がいるのかお前には。まったく、こんな人目につく場所であんな格好をして。はしたないにも程があるわ。お前はちょっとは思春期の女子らしい自意識を持て。ご近所で評判になったりしたらどうする？
I mean, I think she is acting like a girl who's going through puberty.
兄ちゃんが自分のことを棚上げにして。
Yep.
そんなことは一切していない。何してんだよお前、こんなとこで。
おし
がボランティアだ。得意げに横文字使ってんじゃねえよ、バカ。
よっと。
Nice! Holy animation!
危ないだろ。
危ないのはお前たちの活動だ。お前今何してんだ？
だから奉仕活動だって。兄ちゃんは私を誰だと思ってるんだ？
知らねえよ。誰なんだよ、お前は。
百鬼夜行をぶった切る
Interesting.
地獄の番犬デカマスターだ。
うわ、かっけえ。
スーパークールにパーフェクト。
いや、その姿勢、少なくともクールではない
She
な。
seems a bit
そり
chuny.
ゃあ私燃える女だし。
やけしね。
Ha!
しかし、そんなかっこ悪い姿勢でやたらかっこいいセリフを言うという面白芸だけは認めてやってもいいな。
そうかそうか。じゃあこれからはこれを私の持ちネタとして使っていくことにしようかな。
せっかくだからちょっと練習してみようぜ。何でもいいからかっこいいことを言ってみろ。
ここを通りたくば私を倒してからにしろ。
What is...
予想以上に面白い。
逆パターン。ここは任せて先に行け。
She seems very chuny, doesn't she?
今私いろいろとやらなきゃいけないことがあって忙しいんだよ。兄ちゃん、話なら夜にでも家で月日ちゃんと一緒にするからさ。それで勘弁してくんない？
She seems like a wannabe Batman.
はい、もしもし。うん。兄ちゃん、
あ？
大丈夫。これで本当にもうすぐ終わりそう。夜に兄ちゃんに披露する話はどうやら私の武勇伝になりそうだぜ。
誰がそんなもん聞くか。お前が中3になってまで街中を逆立ちして歩いてるって知ったことが今日の僕の最大の不幸だ。
邪魔。
That's a thumbnail.
タラビスター。
Hasta la vista! Who voices Karen? I'm gonna take a good look because her voice is absolutely stunning. Nisemonogatari, not Nisekoi, Nisemonogatari. Karen. Kitamura Eri. I know that voice. Grateful Sayaka from Madoka. That checks out. That definitely does check out. Yeah, that's about the biggest thing. Yeah. Okay, she's Sayaka. Cool. That makes a lot of sense, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, she's still naked.
頑張る。あららぎ先輩か。待て、頑張る。今寝返りを打つな。今お前が
This season, man.
大変なことになる。
こんな不細工な格好で失礼した。荒らぎ先輩の前なのに恥ずかしい。しかし、ノックも出していきなり襖を開けるなど、私の知る限り最高の人格者であるところの荒らぎ先輩らしくないな。
いや、その、へこんでるお前を見たいと思って。
こんな見苦しいものでよければいくらでも見てもらって構わんぞ。さあ、見るがいい。
Whoa! YouTube, this is artistic nudity.
ありのままのカンバルするかな。
YouTube, artistic nudity. Please.
ごめん、悪かった、頑張る。責任を取らせてくれ。
責任とはなんだ、荒らぎ先輩。
Mind your words.
なぜ結構。
いや、後ろ半分とはいえ、裸見ちゃったし。
Dude. Oh, sorry about that.
その理屈だと、荒らぎ先輩は一体どれほどの数の女性と結
Yeah,
婚
that's
しな
fair
ければ
enough.
ならないのだろう。
いや、人聞きの悪いことを言うなよ。
荒らぎ先輩、非常に魅力的な提案ではあるが、しかし責任は取らなくてよい。そんなことをしたら私は戦場ヶ原先輩から怒られてしまう。
She would kill you.
その代わりと言ってはなんだが、荒らぎ先輩、一つだけお願いがあるのだが聞いてもらえるかな。
おう、何でも聞くぞ。今日に限って僕はお前の奴隷だ。
服を着たいので廊下で待っていてもらえるかな。
Wow.
頑張る、これって。
ああ、部活のユニフォームだな。どこに行ったのかと思っていたのだが、そんなところにあったとは。
She looks great with the longer hair.
いや、
It's
それは
cute.
1年生の頃、全国大会出場を決めた時の 記念品だ。ほら、裏返して内側を見てみてくれ。その際のメンバーが寄せ書きをくれているだろう。
お前には思い出を大切にするという概念がないのか。
思い出はいつもこの胸の中に置いてある。
いいセリフだけど。そういえば実は僕ってお前が実際にバスケしているとこ1試合くらいしか見てないんだよな。そうだカンバル、ちょっとこれ着てみてくれないか。
構わんぞ。髪が伸びているから当時と印象はだいぶ違ってしまうと思うが。
お前髪伸びるの
It does.
そうか。
普通髪の伸びる速度って1ヶ月1セン
Yes,
チくらい
that's the metric I usually use.
お前のそれ5センチは伸びてるよ。
True.
まあ私はエロエロだからな。
That's also true.
相手に言った
そう。具体的にはペペロンチーノをいやらしい言葉だと長年勘違い。
Pepperoncino. Pepperoncini. Sure. That is common. I don't know if that's common in like the West. I've heard it a lot in like Korean and like Japanese media where thinking lewd thoughts is gonna make your hair grow faster. I don't know if is that an Asian thing or is that also in the West? Because I don't think I've ever heard it anywhere like in the West. But yeah, I did hear about it a lot in like Asian media and stuff like that. Interesting. So I was thinking about it, and then she straight up said it, so that makes sense. Pepperoncini. I'm not even gonna try to connect it to anything.
家族間通話を家族貫通派と思っていて。ああ、いや、家族間無料を家族間無料と思っていたのだ。
アットホームに見直してもダメ。
そういえばブレスレットを深呼吸しよう的な意味だと勘違いしていたのも記憶に新しい。
それはエロとは関係ないただの勘違い。
True.
どうまいみたいな感覚で試合中にブレスレットと言って赤っ端を書いたものだ。あの時のチームメイトのポカーンとした顔は忘れられない。
やめろ。そのエピソードはリアルで痛すぎる。
Dude, the shots in this.
そうだ、
Okay,
こんな感じだ。
okay. Who in the comments? Out yourself. Who said that you can't tell that the director has changed? Who? Who was it? Who was it? Please. Ain't no way. This season is so different than Bakemonogatari. I love it. Obviously, a lot of the shots are very similar to how Bakemonogatari was as well. A lot of the normal shots or more normal shots are very similar, but there are the amount of like very, very focused shots on like the areas are very like it's insane. It's night and day difference, it feels like. I'm not complaining, but Jesus Christ, it's insane.
こうしているとあの頃の気分になるな。
あの頃現役時代のことか。
いや、全裸がしてくれ。
自覚ありまくりかよ。 これは捨てる。燃えるゴミかな。
荒木先輩、それは燃えるがゴミじゃない。腐ってはいても必要なものだ。
Oh no, she's one of those.
しかしこういうのはどれも同じに見えちゃうよな。カンバルはきちんと区別をつけて読んでいるのか。
無論、人間知らないものは全て同じに見えるものだ。正しい評価を下すためには知識と教養が必要なのだ。
そっか。の割には結局全部ハンサムなんだよな。いや、結局カンバルもハンサムが好きなんだなって思って。お前本当は大して変態じゃないんじゃないのかな。ハンサムが好きって女子なら当たり前じゃないか。そのハンサムが揃っているのを見て楽しむのも当然だ。つまりこれってアイドルグループみたいなもんだ。
Get called out.
例えないでくれ。
体重が150キロを超えないとときめかないとか、加齢臭に興奮するとか、そういうこと。
She's not into ugly bastards. Let's go. She's look, guys.
そんなことを言われたら私はもうおしまいだ。脱ぐ。今すぐ脱ぐから。
いやいやいやいや。家の中でだらしない格好をするのもまた考えてみれば。
Oh my god.
外でも戦闘くらいなんだろう。今までいろいろ言って悪かったよ。
謝ってほしいんじゃない。荒木先輩、まずは私の話を聞いてくれ。
さっき電話で他ならぬお前自身が言っていたように、ひょっとしたら僕の方がいやらしいんじゃないか。
She's confused.
そのあたりはたまたまそういう本が多いだけで。
Her identity is fading away.
BL もあるんだ。ハンサムばかりが BL でないことくらい分かっている。ほら、よく探してくれ。
Her identity. No.
探さなきゃないようなものは本当の自分とは。
Woo.
かくなる上は は好意を持って身の潔白を示すしか。荒木先輩、お覚悟。覚悟って大丈夫だ。痛いのは最初だけだ。
You're saying, yeah?
荒木先輩もなかなかいい体をしているではないか。私好みの筋肉だ。実に触り心地が良い。ほら暴れるな。パンツが脱がせにくいだろうが。
What?
僕はこれからいついかなるテンションの時に八九時を見かけたとしても決して出会い頭のセクハラ行為には及ぶまいとそう誓ったのだった。
Yo! Is that character growth? That's character growth, guys. Whoa!
戦場ヶ原ひたぎ様です。
Oh, hi, Senjugahara Hitagi-sama.
始まりと言うけれど、この言い方だとまるで嘘つきが泥棒よりも軽い罪のように聞こえない。でも実際は盗難窃盗よりも被害の大きい詐欺ってたくさんあるわよね。本当は泥棒が嘘つきの始まりなんじゃないかしら。
You make a good point.
盗まれる、心もなくす詐欺に愛。次回、カレン B。
I never heard that saying before, but that's actually a pretty good point. You know what? She's kind of cooking there. Okay, either way, by the way, the ending, I didn't know it's by Clarice. It makes a lot of sense that the sister arc is by Clarice. Either way, okay, so this was a banger of an episode. This was such a funny episode. Jesus Christ, the dialogue in this is so good. Like, it's always been great, but I feel like the dialogue has definitely, it feels like it's even, like, when it comes to comedy and entertainment, it feels like it's leveled up a lot, especially from Bakemonogatari. It feels a lot more just funny and just a lot more entertaining, a lot more engaging. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. All of the shots in this are definitely I mean, they add a lot. I was having like a whiplash. I was like listening to the conversation and they were talking about some great stuff, and then it was just zoom, just pan through the entire body, and I would be like, whoa. man, what a banger of an episode though. Jesus Christ, this arc is so good. I'm excited to see more. So I wonder what's gonna be up with the sisters, because they feel like, okay, so it feels like it's like a conflict, right? Of like public perception, how they want to perceive themselves, but what their actual intentions are and stuff like that. So they feel like they want to feel like they're doing something cool, something like that, right? But at the end of the day, it's just a facade or some kind of game that they're playing, like a Batman, wanting to be Batman. So like, I mean, they are in like, what, they're 15 and 14, which is like prime age for something like that, right? Maybe it's like a year or two late, but still, for like the Chunibyo stereotype, right? Because Chunibyo is supposed to be, it's like 8th grader symptom or syndrome, which 8th grader is what, like 14? Is that it? 13, 14, somewhere around there. So it makes sense, right? Because Karen definitely seems like she has the skills to back it up, but she definitely talks as if she has like, she's like a wannabe Batman who wants to bring justice to the world. Which, even if she does want to do it, it feels like it's definitely a bit of a cover-up. So that's cool. Because they were talking about how Karen is this honest, straightforward girl, but what Araragi said definitely feels like he said that they're playing a game, even if they don't want to admit it, right? Which is cool. And obviously, just all of the scenes with Nadeko, there's definitely going to be more to Nadeko. She seems like a very interesting but weird character. She's so incredibly whipped for Araragi, it's actually crazy. And I like the fact, oh, that was probably loud. I like the fact that Araragi is definitely, it feels like he's growing as a character. Honestly, he's growing. He kind of realized here that even if Nadeko tries to pull any moves, he's like, you know what? I just don't want to pursue anything here. And he said this, and I was like, you know what? Good on you. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And also the same thing with what's her name? Like at the end here with Sengoku saying that when he ever encounters Hachikuji again, I don't know how much he's gonna actually stick to this promise, but he said if he ever encounters Hachikuji, or when he ever encounters Hachikuji again, he's not gonna open up the conversation with just actually groping her, which, you know what, maybe a bit overdue, yes, but he finally is realizing that. But I don't know if that's more so just him saying it, but the next scene that we see is gonna be him just absolutely, you know, just doing what as he always has done. I guess we'll see, but banger of an episode. Absolutely banger of an episode. One of my favorite Monogatari episodes so far. Jesus Christ, this was a good one. Holy shit. Oh, this season is so fun. It's just a lot of fun. I can see, like, it definitely doesn't feel like it has, maybe so far at least, it doesn't feel like it has that emotional depth, maybe, that like season 1 was very heavy at points, right? It definitely felt like it was very it went very deep into like the psyche of people. This one definitely feels a lot more entertaining when it comes to like just pure fun. So you know what, I feel like this is gonna be a fun one until the end. I hope so, because it started off so strong, so I'm excited to see more. Anyways, I'm gonna end this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.